What I learned about Tony right off the bat when I came and talked to him, because we're all students of the game. Like if you know people that are at the top of their profession, they're not champions because it just happened. But when I noticed him, he studies every single detail. And that's what makes him so different. Thing about it was, like he did go-karts, but he raced dirt tracks. And when he came from that, he learned how to control a vehicle that's out of control, but keep it in control. Same thing as like me growing up racing motocross. So I can go to different disciplines because the motocross back skill set where I was an amateur, like almost turned pro. That's what makes Tony Stewart who Tony Stewart is. What people don't realize is when we sat down, we started talking, we even talked about the drag racing, and he's talking to me about the car and what it does and how it feels and what he's going through and where he needs to be and simulate. He's talking about the time frame of how it happens and what he's got to do before that time frame. It's like I can talk to drag racers all day long, and they don't know it. I could see drag racers that I'm naming, they're multi-time champions that we race the 4 wide, they get messed up. He came in there, and what he does is he's got the mindset where he could take. He's not playing checkers. He's playing chess. He knows how to make multiple moves, where other people only know how to make single moves. And that's what makes him who he is. And that's what I admire about Tony. And that's the same thing with the dynamics of what we do in drag racing, where we be able to do multiple sports.
I beat him in my first race.
You beat him?
A-Field, by the way, just want to throw that in there while I'm thinking about it. My very first race in a car, I beat him. So,
see, there you go.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Someone had interviewed me about you being in the class because I was going into A-Fuel, and I kind of mouthed off saying, I can't wait to race him. I hope I whip his ass. And then, of course, I had to race you at the very first event, and then I was like, oh my gosh. I went and said that, and now I have to race him, and I just knew you were going to slaughter me. And I know what happened. It wasn't him. His car lost traction, but I managed to get to the finish line first. But whew, I was like, thank God, because I kind of said I can't wait to whip his ass.
I would have been disappointed if you didn't say that.